Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to GSA Forever. I didn't shoot a video yesterday because I kind of already pre-recorded on that Friday for Red and Orange, and yesterday I really didn't have time to shoot a video because I was up and about. I went to Chaos yesterday. It was fun, exciting, crazy, and I got some stuff, but I'd rather not show you because I got two of these. They're Warhead jelly beans. I ate 1 3/4 of it last night. I have another one that is right behind my camera, so when I'm done I'm gonna eat those. And then I can work on schoolwork. Enjoy. So, on Monday there was a video for the football player and the emo boy rewrite, and I've been checking on Loomis and Perfect every day to see if she's updated, because every day it's gonna be all over the place for GSA. It's gonna be all over the place for the next 2 weeks, because if the football player and the emo boy comes out with another chapter, the rewrite, I will be reading that, and then on the other hand, I'm gonna be keep reading my Stepbrother, and also Back to School. Back to School got 2 new chapters on it. But, I'd rather not get into that. I might hold off Back to School until after we're done with my Stepbrother, but I don't know. So, in the last chapter, chapter 5, of my Stepbrother, we found out that Trace, has a girlfriend, and we found out that Zeke, is Trace's best friend, and now they are heading down to an elementary school. Chapter 6. Are we almost there? I whined. We've been walking forever. I swear it's been about 5 steps away from falling off the face of the frickin' earth. Yes, Trace snapped in annoyance. Yes, snapped in annoyance. He shot me a dirty look before turning to walk hand in hand with his girlfriend. I stuck my tongue out at his back, and Zeke laughed. Zeke, give me a piggyback ride, I asked with puppy dog eyes. Zeke laughed and bent over so that I could get on his back. I did my victory dance before jumping onto his back. Once he was sure he wasn't going to drop me, Zeke began to walk again. Sorry that Trey gives you all the shit for being gay, he said with a sigh after a few moments of silence. I realized we were far enough behind Trace and Juliet that they wouldn't hear us. I shrugged. It's fine. I'm used to it. I got a lot of that at my old school from homophobes. His dad makes my mom happy, so I'll deal with it, I said with a positive smile. Trace's dad is such a cool guy. It still confuses me how Brandon is such a happy and fun guy, and Trace isn't. Trace, he said with a little laugh. I laughed at them. Yeah, Brandon's rad as hell. Trace seems okay, just a little moody, I said, earning another small laugh from Zeke. Rad, moody, corny, you're a really odd guy, he said, and shook his head in amusement. I stuck my finger in my mouth and got nice and wet, and I plucked it in Zeke's right ear. Like the mature boy I was. Ah, Wet Willie, he cried and dropped me, rubbing his ear furiously. I fell onto the ground and pawed at the sky. Yeah, I'm pointing at you, Mr. Sky. You're not here on the ground with a broken back. Psh, jerk. Jerk, Zeke whined as if he was reading my thoughts. You're the one who dropped me, I whined right back. Because you gave me a Wet Willie. It's not polite to drop a person. It's not polite to shove your saliva-covered finger in someone's ear. It's not polite to point out things like that. It's not polite to be as ugly as you. It's not polite to have such a tiny dick. Wow. We glared at each other before bursting into laughter. Zeke pulled me to my feet and I jumped on his back again. He walked a little faster, seeing as Trace and Julia hadn't stopped to wait for us. Meanie faces. So, is Julia anything like Trace? I asked curiously. Zeke shook his head and sighed. Nope, not at all. She's really nice. I don't get how she can date Trace. I mean, Don't get me wrong, Trace is my best friend, and he's been since we were infants. But he's an asshole, and everyone, including him and his dad, knows it. He said. Trace can't be that bad, I said with a frown. Why wouldn't my mom have warned me that Trace was not the nicest person in the world? Oh, he is. If he hadn't grown up with him, I probably wouldn't be friends with him, Zeke said and laughed. But I did grow up with him, so I can tell he cares about me. I sigh. Well, now I have to grow up with him. Who knows, maybe someday he'll care about... Oh my god, we're here. Relief swept through me as Zeke walked through the parking lot of the elementary school towards a neat-looking playground. Woohoo! Thank God. I was exhausted from the trip over here. I mean, all the walking and the energy I had to exert to hang on to Zeke. What a workout. Thanks for making me deaf, Corey, Zeke grumbled and rolled his eyes. I gave him an innocent smile as he stepped up to Trace and Juliet. He sniffed he shifted so I could slide his back, but then I pretended not to notice. Zeke's back wasn't so freaking comfortable. It was like a bouncy house or something. Did that make sense? Nope. Did I care? Nope. Zeke said, fine, you could stay on my back, he said. And I fist pumped, nearly breaking Zeke's nose. He glared at me, and I gave him an apologetic smile, placing my hand around his neck. We went over to the playground, and I jumped off Zeke's back. Swings, I cheer. Race you there, Zeke challenged. We both took off sprinting at the swings. Zeke, Trace called an annoyance. We both ignored him and kept running at the swings. I was ahead of Zeke, and I went to jump into the area where the swings, but I felt my foot catch and throw me forward. Oof! The air was knocked right out of me. I fell hard. My stomach collided with the wood panel that I enclosed the area with the swings. I looked back and saw the dirt was dug up randomly around the area. I let out a groan as soon as I caught my breath. I looked over my shoulder and saw that Trace was grinning and laughing at me. I pouted. I could have broken my beautiful face. He came over and knelt down to me, trying not to laugh himself. Are you okay, Corey? He asked, coughing to disguise laugh. He slowly held me up and brushed the dirt off my pants. What the hell? I whined, motioning at the dirt. The stupid dirt just pulled apart and tripped me. Zeke finally let out a laugh. He shook his head. Corey, the playground is under construction. That dirt is turned up everywhere. That's what Trace was trying to warn us about. I knew, so I just ignored him. I kind of forgot you were new here. Sorry, but it was funny. I stuck out my tongue at him and laughed again. I looked down and saw I had tiny spiders crawling on my shirt. I let out a manly shriek that could have ever hoped. Psh. I so did not sound like a 5-year-old girl who hadn't just met Justin Bieber or anything. Wow. And I began to wiggle. Get off, Zeke, get off me. I cried desperately. Zeke looked at the spider and raised an eyebrow at me and flicked off my shirt. I jumped into his arms and kissed his cheek. You're my hero, I cried and wrapped my arms around his neck. His face heated up a little bit and he hesitated before laughing and setting me back down on my feet. Trace and Juliet came over to us and Trace glared at me. Seriously, Corey? You sound like a little girl. You're such a stupid faggot, he snapped. Trace, come on. You don't have to call him that. Zeke said defensively, frowning deeply at Trace. Trace glared. Whatever, he grumbled. Trace, it's gonna rain, Juliet said with a frown, looking up at the dark clouds that had formed in the sky. And I frowned. Hey, when do those get here, ninja clouds? Well, let's play, Trace said. He went over to the supply shed, which apparently was unlocked all the time, which I don't know why. He went in and reappeared with a soccer ball tucked under his arm securely. He nodded the soccer field a little ways, and we all walked over it. Trace set the ball down and passed it to Zeke before going to the goal, turning to face us. Take shots at me, he said. You won't have the goalie gloves, Zeke said. Trace slipped them off. I don't need them, he said in annoyance. Just take some shots so I can practice. Zeke shrugged and kicked the ball at Trace. And by the kick, I mean he fucking rocket launched the thing at Trace's face. I was pretty sure it was going to hit him and knock him all the way around the world a couple times. But Trace put his hands up and deflected the ball at the ground, scooping it in his arms and rolling it back to Zeke. Hey, Corey, you shoot. Zeke said and kicked the ball to me. I shrugged and pulled back a little so I could dribble a bit. I began to dribble and pull my foot back. Trace had an annoying look on his face and crouched to prepare himself. Easy save, he thought it would be. Speak like Yoda, I do. I let my leg fly forward, my foot connecting with the ball, my toe pointed down. The ball shot forward with incredible speed and went right to the left corner of the goal, slipping through Chase's hands and shocked and self-tired to stop it. I hit the net and slid to the ground, rolling out of a goal from the momentum it had gained. Trace picked it up and stared at me in shock as a light drizzle began. But how? He asked, sounding as shocked as he looked. Well, you see, you think something, then your words will say it. But you can't just use 3 random words, I started to explain. Not how did you form a sentence, how did you shoot like that? He snapped. I shrugged, and I had played for my old school soccer team, and I had played soccer ever since I was a little boy. I was good at shooting, I guess. But I didn't actually say any of that. I suddenly just wanted to act like I'm randomly good at soccer. I wanted to. Hell, I just wanted to impress Trace. Do it again, he demanded and rolled the ball back to me. I backed up with it as Julia and Zeke both watched. Looking impressed, I dribbled forward and shot again. The same way, I earned myself the same result, scoring on Trace. He picked up the ball and looked frustrated. The rain was really starting to come down. Now I realized the ball would get hard and wet and hard to kick. Trace rolled it back to me and nodded at me. Shoot again! So I did. The ball slipped a little, but I still launched it in the goal. Trace picked it up and nearly slipped out of his hands. He came over to us and glared at me. Let's leave. It's fucking pouring, he growled. He headed toward the supply closet, the supply shed, and put the ball away. I glanced at Zeke with questioning eyes. He's the star goalie on the varsity team. He has been ever since sophomore year of high school. He's hoping to get a scholarship. He's really, really impressive. Nearly impossible to score on. He's always practicing. Corey, I think you just found a way to earn your stepbrother's respect. Zeke explained with a wink. Julia giggled and nodded in agreement. Alright, I gotta cut this video in 2.